Yo guys, welcome back to another video, and as you guys can see, we're over here. We've got the 100 coins. We're finally getting the Sasuke familiar. Should be the only person who has this. I mean, not only person, there's a few other people, but one of the only people. Let's just get into this, what was it? Yo, look, I thought it was called Eyes of Despair. You can see what it does. We'll cover it in game. I'm still kind of ill, so bear with me a bit. I might sound a bit, rough around the edges, but, it's fine. But yeah, see, we got the familiar on him now. Does he not have a border? Oh, he does have a custom border. Yeah, let's unequip him and re-equip him. You can see he has a custom border. It's red and black. It's kind of chopped. It's kind of just mid, But I also got, let's see, I've also got Deadeye Sasuke that I'm gonna cover as well. So stay tuned for that. Let's just start off with the Monarch though. There's a lot I want to test with Sasuke, so let's just get into this. Okay, guys. So yeah, let me put on my. Let's do this. Put these two on. We're gonna need to see indicator because there's a lot we need to see with Sasuke. Oh, his range is not too bad as well, That's not too bad. Dramatic entrance is on cooldown. So it's talking about this passive. That's what it's saying. So every 30 seconds you have a local cooldown. It's basically a stun on placement, which is a full AoE stun. Yeah, let's just go through each of these moves and his upgrades, you can see. Let's just place him a bit closer. You see 32k, 6k DPS. Next up we got 58k, 4.8. He jumps up to 100k for pretty cheap. So how much is that? Only 3.4k and he's at 14k DPS. He's gonna keep rising, of course. And he's not too expensive. He's at 60k to max. Total cost is 60.1. So was it 60k and at 100? He's not too expensive. And you can see maxed out. He's doing 270k. And he has two passives. 2% damage when attacking the same enemy, consecutive attacks, so that's infinite scaling. It does not scale, like it just scales infinitely. Then of course you have this passive where he says when you stun enemies once, basically as soon as you stun them, and if they've been stunned once, you can do 50% more damage to those enemies. So roughly you just times his damage by 1.5x. But yeah, that's enough of this part. Let's just disable waves and let's clear these enemies. Let's show you the full AoE stun that I was talking about. So yeah, look, sell and replace. See all of them? It counts on the attack, but it's kind of mid because it's placement damage. Can't really max them and use it at the same time. Let's just clear these enemies. There we go. Let's see. It should be cleared soon. Alright, there we go. So now let's place Sasuke here. Max him. And let's place a spark unit. So let's go for a Stark. Let's give him, was it 60... 22, 11, 11, and let's just place him over here. Okay, did it not place him? Nice. Game is playing tricks with me. But yeah, you can see this is the arc it creates. It goes from that Sasuke to that Sasuke. It's only one arc per Sasuke. So you can see even if you place another Stark here, it won't really affect. See, there's no start, there's no arc. So yeah. Roughly he's doing 100k DPS here, he's doing 40% of his own damage here in this arc. And you can see what I mean. Let's just get a strong enemy. So let's go for 2.5k amount speed. Yeah, let's go set the custom spawn right over here. Let's go for an Argon transformed. And yeah, you can see the damage is consistent, just going throughout. And even on stun lockout, should be doing the extra damage. You can see it's getting gradually stronger each time. So as long as you keep them within this arc, they're taking a lot of damage. Let's see now. Loki, I think he's still bugged. The bug is in question is this passive is not working. I don't think it's working. Okay guys, so I'm back. I mentioned there was a bug, and the bug with Sasuke is, as you can see with his second passive, all attacks inflict stun on enemies, damage 50% plus 50% more damage to enemies that have been stunned. And this means that even when they're on stun lockout and they don't have the stun icon above their head, they should be taking 50% damage as well. Meaning it should be going with this passive, working well and synergizing well, so he's doing just so much damage. But the issue is, it's bugged right now, and he just does not do this bit to stun lock, just enemies on stun knockout. And I'll show you. You'll see it. Let me just spawn an enemy in. Was it 2? Yeah. Oh damn. There we go. And then was there Argon? We're going for Argon transform. See, you see here, he has the stun icon, and that's why he's taking the more damage. But even then, for the arc here, it's not working at all. You see this extra 50%? It's not counting for the arc as well. But you'll see, let him attack here while he's stunned. If you can attack. Oh, I don't think you can see it, but while he has the stun logo above his head, he takes the extra 50% damage. When he doesn't, he just does not take the extra 50% damage. And that's the issue. But in terms of who you would pair him up with, there's a few units. You can go Aizen. Let's just say Aizen. Spawn a new enemy in. Let's go Argon. Yo, if you just maintain Aizen here. And yeah, he will just be maintained inside this arc as long as possible. That's pretty much what you want to do, you know. You have other units, so you got Sasuke. With her passive, her time stop as well. You can just like time stop them. Also, you have Stark to slow as well. You can see over time the damage just keep increasing. It is a very big bummer that he is bugged. So it's not like you can even like consistently show his true damage, because his true damage is kind of bugged right now, and it definitely like cuts off a lot of the showcase. It makes him look a lot worse than he is. But you can see, depending on how long you maintain him in this thing for, you can do a lot of damage. And you can see, look, as long as he's in this arc, he's already left the arc, but yeah, he takes so much more damage. We've done this much damage to him as alone. But yeah, there's not much I even have to say for him. I'll bring the Deadeye one and we'll experiment with him and see how he does. Okay, I did say I want to get to Deadeye Sasuke, but I'm trying to give Sasuke the 1.5 overhead to kind of mimic this 50% more damage. So I gave him the 1.5% overhead. So let's just check his damage out on this enemy now. So we got this. Let's go for Vegeta. So yeah, let's check his damage out. I'm also going to be using, of course, Aizen and Dio. So let's place a Dio down. But you can see within the arc, he's taking so much damage. Let's bring Aizen out. But we're just showing his true partners, to be honest. But yeah, you can see how much damage we're doing to the boss just in this one last line. Of course, it should be a lot more, considering you're able to give him overheads plus have this passive up. So it is kind of sharp that he does not have it at all. But yeah, let's just get to the Deadeye one and let's see if there's a big difference between it. Okay, we're here now, and as you can see, this is how I have my Deadeye Sasuke's placed. And funny enough, his damage is 67k, but yeah, we don't talk about that. But pretty much, yeah, you can see this is how it creates the arc. You can see beforehand when we had it with the Stark, you can see there was one arc. Let me show you. See, let me just show you a new example, because Kage does work for it as well. So let just like, you can see there's only like the portal from him and not from Kage, but we have two Sasuke down. There's two portals, so it could be that it just combines the damage for the arc. So let's just test it out. Let's spawn a 250. Why do I always keep messing this up? Let's go Vegeta. I placed him kind of far. That was not intentional. But yeah, let him get closer to the arc and we'll see. Yeah, you see, we got crits as well. This is why Deadeye might be his best trait. Plus, if this passive was working, it'll be a lot more. So yeah, we're in the arc now. You can see how these guys shred this boss. Let's see. You can see the arc does crit. So yeah. The damage is not the worst, but as I've said, he is bugged right now, so it's just cooked, man. It's actually so chopped. It makes him look so much worse than he is, man. But if I'd have to rank it, Deadeye is his best trait. Then you'd probably have it like Ethereal, Marksman, Solo. Solo, I think. Monarch is only good for like rifts or stuff. It's low-key so chopped, man. Why did they have to... Why did they drop him when he's bugged, you know? I have no words, you know. I want to glaze Sasuke, but I can't glaze him because there's legit no way I can even glaze him. But yeah, let's wall him off. And let's also get Dio ready. But you can see Deadeye damage is low-key nuts. The Deadeye damage is crazy. Deadeye, that's why Deadeye is his best trait. You see, he was 12 mil here, and was it 12 mil? Probably a lot more, 15 mil. But Deadeye is low-key smoking him. But you can see he's still inside the arc, so he's just still taking a lot more damage. But yeah, if you pair Sasuke up with a lot of like stalls, stuns, oh he's already stunning, but a lot of stallers in terms of like Aizen, any time stop unit, or even a slow unit like Stark, he can do a lot. But you see, he took a boss from 50 million to 2 million just by himself, and that's weird. Bear in mind, that's with this passive bugged, so please just don't use this showcase as a way to fully judge him because he is bugged right now. And as much as I want to glaze him, I can't even glaze him because he's just bugged. But this is all I've got out of the showcase. I wanted to show you one more thing, so let me show you one more thing. And this is what's cool about him as well. He's basically immune to blinded. If you guys don't know what blinded is, it's when your enemies lose range. So let's go. Let's make this one and nuclear giant. So let's have it here. And let me show you nuclear giants. So even with nuclear giants, and you have your range lowered. Did you not know? Yeah, you see, he lowered the range and he's still connecting the arc. Let's make both of them lower the range, so they don't have each other in range. And you can see, even with them, their range lowered, they still have the arc connected, which is very good for him. It means in tournaments where he is getting blinded, he can still effectively be used. But that's pretty much it for the showcase. If you enjoyed, like, subscribe, and yeah, let me know what you think of Sasuke. He is bugged, so please just keep an open mind, and I do think he's still a very good unit. But that's pretty much it. Let's just wrap the video up, and I'll see you in the next one. I'll drop a few more videos later on today when I wake up for Sasuke, but that's pretty much it for now. See ya.